Today, I want to speak about a topic that is often uh, taken as a taboo, and most people, including myself, do not like to speak openly about suicide. And today, I want to attempt to address the issue of helping people who have suicidal ideations. What to say and not to people who are having such ideations. It is a staggering number, or the number of people that die every day because of suicide is alarming. In America, it's the 10th leading cause of death. On average, according to the American Foundation for Social or for Suicide Prevention, there are about 130 people that die every day through suicide. Globally, it is estimated that about 800,000 people die from suicide every year. That is equivalent to one person every 40 seconds. Think about that. One person is dying every 40 seconds in the world due to suicide. And this is a research that is supported by World Health Organization. And so suicide is not a topic that should be brushed aside or not be spoken about. We have to speak, we have to be intentional about this topic, addressing it the best way we know how. There are people who still don't think that suicide is an issue. They do not take it seriously, even with such staggering statistics. And today I want to enlighten people. Not that I'm the best teacher, but as a healthcare worker, there is one question that we always ask people when we are admitting them. We always ask them, do you have plans to harm yourself? In another way, are you planning to commit suicide? And it is required that we ask them so. But amazingly, outside in the society, people are afraid to talk about this topic. But today, I want to change that and attempt to enlighten people with the little knowledge that I have. And maybe someone out there will benefit from such information. There are so many risk factors that can prompt or make someone want to commit suicide. There are so many, but I'll mention just but a few. Lack of social support, isolation, or lack of support system. Unemployment, hopelessness. For example, after the death of a loved one, maybe a spouse or a child, people become hopeless. history of child abuse, history of family suicide, substance abuse, lack of coping mechanism, family issues, terminal illness, just to mention a few. These are risk factors that we should be on the lookout. Either maybe our friends or family members. If we see them, for example, someone lost their spouse, we should be careful to watch such people or such a person, knowing that they are at risk of committing suicide. They are what psychologists call overt and covert statements. Statements that help us know that someone is planning to commit suicide. And our friends or even family members that have committed suicide may have mentioned such statements, but we missed them. Overt statements are statements that are quite obvious. They are apparent, they are open. For example, some people will say, I wish I were dead. Life is not worth living anymore. My family will be better off if I died. Someone else will say, I can't take it anymore. Those are obvious statements that I'm calling, or the psychologists call, overt. There are others which are very hard to identify because they are covert, they are covered, they are hidden. For example, someone might say, I know how to make it all better. Such a statement, believe you me, could be suicidal. Another one may say, soon everything will be fine. My life will never get any better. Nothing feels good. Nothing feels good to me anymore. Another one might say, I just want to go to sleep and not think anymore. Those are covert statements. Statements that are hard to identify and that we need to be careful about, especially when combined with the risk factors that I mentioned earlier. If such a person, like someone who has a terminal illness, or just received a diagnosis which is terminal, and they make a statement like, it will be fine soon, or soon everything will be fine, we should be very careful. That is a covert statement. It's a suicidal statement that is hidden. We need to be careful of how we respond to people when they are suicidal. We need to take it seriously. We need not to escalate. There are people who will take it as a joke and will tell their friends who are saying that, just go and do it. You need to grow up. Is that an issue? There are others who are worse than you. Never ever trivialize a problem of somebody. It may not be an issue to you, but to somebody else, it could be an elephant. And so telling people that you need to grow up, or is that an issue, or there are others who are going through tough times or tough things than yourself, that is trivializing people's issues. And we all cope differently. So we need not to escalate suicidal ideations, but we need to offer hope to people. When people mention or show hopelessness, we need to give them hope. Speak life to them, speak hope to them, give them, be that person who is will offer a shoulder for someone to cry on. And so we also need, if that person is willing, we can offer to take them to a professional counselor if they are willing. And if where you are there is a hotline number, you might want to call that number and ask for help. Say that I have a friend or a person that is suicidal. What am I supposed to do? And mostly they will direct you on what to do. Don't be judgmental. Again, and this is a controversial one, let others know, and especially those around the person. Don't be sworn to secrecy. A person may tell you that they want to harm themselves, but they will tell you it's a secret. Swear you won't tell anyone. No, don't let them do that. Speak out, speak up, tell somebody so that you can help that person who want to commit suicide. Another thing that we need to do, even as we take this matter seriously, ask them whether they have a plan. And if they say they have a plan, maybe they'll tell you that my rope is right there, which I'll hang myself with. Remove the object from the person. Someone might say, oh, I'm gonna shoot myself. Remove the gun from them or call the police. Another person may say that I'm gonna take that concoction or that medication so that I can die. Take the medication away from them. Try to de-escalate. Try to help such a person. Take it seriously. So this is a topic that we need to address as a society, because it is affecting the young, the old, the middle-aged, everybody. And we can change this story. We can change this narrative. Let it not be a taboo anymore. Let us help our friends, our family members, fellow citizens that are going through such times of having those thoughts of harming themselves. So even if I did not address the matter in the best way, I believe that there is one or 2 points that might be of help to you even as you watch this video cast. God bless you, and please offer hope to somebody who is feeling hopeless.